What's the weather like today? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy or snowy? What season is it? Is it spring? Is it summer? Is it fall or winter? You know, when we're talking about the weather, when we're asking about the weather, we can ask, how's the weather? Or we can say, what's the weather like? So these are the questions we ask when we want to know about the weather. How's the weather? How's the weather? What's the weather like? What's the weather like? So, what is the answer? What's the weather like? If we're talking about the temperature, we can say the weather is or it is hot. The weather is hot. It is hot. The weather is warm. It is warm. Or the weather is mild. Mild means neither hot nor cold. نه سرد نه گرمه. معتدل. Mild. Or we can say the weather is cool. The weather is cool. The weather is cold. And the weather is freezing. Freezing means extremely cold. Very cold. Very, very cold. So this is the range. Hot, warm, mild, cool, cold, and freezing. Repeat, please. The weather is hot. The weather is hot. The weather is warm. The weather is warm. The weather is mild. The weather is mild. The weather is cool. The weather is cool. The weather is cold. It is cold. The weather is freezing. It is freezing. One more time. Hot, warm, mild, cool, cold, freezing, freezing. Very good. But what if we're talking about the weather generally? Like as you can see in the picture, the weather is sunny, sunny, sunny. The weather is sunny. It is sunny. Okay, the next picture, as you can see, there are a lot of clouds in the sky. So the weather is cloudy. Repeat, please. Cloudy. Cloudy. The weather is cloudy. Very good. The next is windy. The weather is windy. It is windy. 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 So the wind is blowing, as you can see here. The weather is windy. Windy. What's the weather like? It is windy. All right. And the next, beautiful, rain. The weather is rainy. Rain. It is rainy. The weather is rainy. Good. It is all white. So it's winter, definitely. The weather is snowy. It is snowy. 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 The weather is snowy. The weather is snowy. As you remember, we talked about it before. When there are two S's, we do not say is a snowy. Okay? یکی از اسا رو pronounce نمی کنیم. اولی رو. The weather is snowy. The weather is snowy. We do not say is a snowy. So one more time. Snowy. The weather is snowy. It is snowy. Very good. The last one is stormy. Stormy. When the weather is stormy, there are strong winds, heavy rain, and dark clouds. Okay? So, stormy. The weather is stormy. What's the weather like? It is stormy. Right? Very good. As you can see in the picture, these are called thunderbolts, thunderbolt رعد و برق. Thunderbolt. One more time. Thunderbolt. Okay, very good. And the next picture, humid. Humid. What is the meaning of humid? You know, in north of Iran, usually the weather is humid. It is wet, مرطوبه. So what's the weather like? What's the weather like in north of Iran? It is humid. One more time. The weather is humid. Very good. And the last one is foggy. Again, we have this experience in north of Iran. Usually in north of Iran, the weather is foggy, so you cannot see in front of yourself. The weather is foggy. Foggy. How's the weather in north of Iran? It is foggy. One more time. It is foggy. Very good. So, I want you to pause the video, write about the weather in your hometown, the city you live in. What's the weather like in your town or city?